live, man. Come on, man. Tap into the live, man. Yeah. We here. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Flip Dot Show. It's your host with the most keen truth, Hosenberg, Benny Bo, the one with the word, the one with the flow. And we coming at you at 11:50 on the dot. And yeah, man, shout out to God Fear TV. We're going to be breaking down the content that he has for us today, a deep dive. This is going to be Munna Duke, Oblock, youngin, low dropped. And so they were unalived. So this is going to be breaking it down. Shout out to God Fear TV. Let's go. And because I really do need some more information on the case. I know that they said it allegedly was a robbery because of the low being dropped by somebody on the IG live, but I just don't know exactly all the information. So I'm definitely gonna be analyzing it right with bro. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be doing the commentary, man. For show on that. But let's get everybody in this live, man. It's too dry, man. It's about to start momentarily. Momentarily. It's about to start momentarily, though, y'all. I'm my mama. But yeah, y'all, you man. Thanks for everybody tapping in while we right here. We just basically gonna say real quick, man. Everybody hit that member sign, man. Become a member, bro. Because like I said, when I be lagging, I'm be dropping special videos just for the members, man. So tap in. I got 3 tiers: silver, gold, and platinum, man. $199, $299, and $399, man. You can't beat it, man. Hit that thanks button and give your boy $1 if you like the content, man. It does go to a good cause, to the content that you are going to be receiving, man. So yeah, man, just run it up, bro. Appreciate all the love. Let's get it. Let's deep dive into it. Shout out to God Fear, man. Shout out to God Fear, man. Fear the flames, man. Shout out to God Fear.
Let's go, fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, man. Time to turn this bitch up one time. Fear the fire.
Y'all see it?
What's good, everybody?
Right
Everybody
here,
that's
man.
coming up in the building, man. Nah, I mean, what's up with y'all? Crazy work going on out here, man. Not to mention on a day when mothers are supposed to be celebrated.
Oh, so it was on
And
Mother's Day.
mothers
My
should be
bad. I thought it was
celebrated
2 days
every
before
day.
Mother's Day.
But
Damn, so
on
that's 2
this
murders in one day
particular
on
day,
Mother's Day because
all right, It's a
Philadelphia
sad
rapper
one. It's a crazy
died
one.
as
And
well
not
the other
only
day.
is it a crazy one, ladies and gentlemen, because I know everybody already done heard about what it is and what it ain't and what's actually going on right now in the streets of Chicago,
Yeah, it's crazy right now, man. Shout out to everybody in the
especially
shy, man. Prayers to
what's
everybody
going
and
on
their families,
in
man.
Oblock. As
Condolences.
it's been rumored. Shout out everybody coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. If you celebrating, man,
Happy
you know
belated
what I
Mother's Day
mean?
to all the mothers, man.
Every day is Mother's Day. If you ask me, man, ain't no particular day to be celebrating your mother. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. But anyway, shout out everybody that's coming up in here because they are saying, y'all, they are saying that this situation that happened with Munna Duke and Oblock Youngin, all right, actually came from the inside. It was an inside man. It was an inside play. Everybody hit the like button. All right. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all as we come in.
You see how he does the whole little map view. That's a deep dive right there, man. Cause he checking the streets out that the situation happened on, man. So yeah, he definitely getting to the bottom of it though.
I apologize about that. As we come in this afternoon, man, and try to get some answers about this whole situation, man. Because people game, because it's already a whole lot going on. It's already a whole lot that's all over the internet, all over these websites. It is so much going on about this situation. Not only is there so much going on about this situation, man, all right, this shit came from the inside, y'all. And not only did it come from the inside, what the thumbnail say, all right, back door, right, back door, right, from 64th and 65th, not from 63rd, not from 63rd, y'all. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. I appreciate y'all. Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate you. Everybody that's coming up in here, man. Everybody that's coming up in here now. Let's get a few things. Let's get a few things in perspective right now. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. The baby mother of Little Dirk's brother, D-Thing, all right, actually
He's getting to the nitty gritty
was
now, man.
in
You see how he's deep diving
an
in this
on
mug.
and off relationship
He
with
deep diving into that thing, man.
the baby mother of Lil Durk's brother, D-Thing,
I
and
thought that was
Munna
his
Duke was
cousin. That was his
also
brother.
in an on and off relationship, excuse me, with
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have swore that D thing was his cousin, not his
this
brother.
particular female as well.
Y'all could correct me if I'm
But
wrong,
what a
y'all.
lot of people don't know is, okay, Munna
Hey,
Duke
Shorty, what's up, bro? How you been, man?
and
Hey, bro, if you would like, man, and Not bagging or nothing, bro. But if you would, man, I'm just asking anybody that hits the chat, man, to hit that thanks button, man. Give me $1, man. If you appreciate the content, man, it helps me keep going, man. As well as I got 3 tier levels. I got silver, gold, and platinum membership programs, which means that I'm going to be dropping specific videos specially for my members, bro, because I am now monetized. So it's up to you, man. But like I said, bro, anybody that hits the chat, man, if they can, man, just to spare $1, man, it helps me keep going with this content, man. I'm trying to get better equipment, man. Right now, I am using a backup mic because my sound card turned off. I hope that it still sounds pretty clear. I am in the process of setting up my other sound card, but I don't have the right cords, and so I have to wait to get the right cords for me to set it all up. So yeah, man, $1 would definitely help me, man. You just go right there to my channel and you'll see it right there, that thanks button. You give me a super chat for $1, $5, $10, whatever you can help out with. I do muchly appreciate. But let's get back into the content.
The baby mother of D Thing, yo, were not together. They wasn't together for a minute. And not only was they not together for a minute, y'all, all right, it has been rumored that a lot of back and forth has been going on with.
I'm gonna ask you that, Shorty, bro. Am I wrong, or was Little Dirk cousins with D Thing, not brothers? Because he did say in the beginning that Little Dirk's brother D Thing. I could have swore, if I'm not correct, it was his cousin. D Thing was related to him by cousins, not by a brother.
These two,
But I could be wrong though.
all right, a lot of back and forth, a lot of animosity, as we know that he knocked her up and she wound up having a baby by
Okay,
Munna
okay.
not too long after D Thing lost his life. Y'all do know that, right?
Okay, okay.
Now, like I said,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Munna
I thought it was cousins. I thought they was cousins. Correct,
and
correct.
his baby.
Yeah, no, I ain't on no charity campaign, man. I ain't begging or nothing, man. But I would appreciate it if anybody that likes the content, if they could hit that thanks button, man. Give me $1, $5, $10, $6, whatever you could help with, or if you would please be so kind and hit the membership program and become a member, either silver, gold, or platinum. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping specific special videos for the members that will be able to see the videos before everybody else sees them because y'all my members. So yeah, man, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get the whole hang of this monetization thing. I'm definitely trying to not curse like that. I'm not gonna be smoking on camera anymore, nothing like that, because I really trying to make this, a professional thing, and really get this revenue coming in, so I could, do it for my kid, man, my family. You know what I'm talking about?
Baby mama was into it, y'all. Where's Chicago at? Y'all know what it is and what it ain't. She know what it is and what it ain't.
Mm.
They were into it. They weren't, excuse me, they weren't together. Not only was they weren't together, all right.
Yeah, man. Like I
It
said,
was
man, $1,
said
man.
that
Everybody can spare $1, man. You just hit that thanks button on my channel, man, and give me a super chat, man. Or you could hit the
it was some back and
199
forth
tier,
going
which is
on
the
about
silver, 299, which is the gold, and
possibly
399 is the
she
platinum, man.
wanting
So it's up to y'all.
Munna to come out there on the ranch. All right. And I know y'all probably like, what ranch are you talking about? Okay. Well,
Yeah, what
I'm
what what
talking
ranch are you
about
referring to?
the ranch that D Thing left her.
The
Now,
acres. Okay.
when
Talking about the property and the
Munna
acres that he left
and
left left her.
D Thing baby mama started fucking around. Shout out everybody up in here. No need to get confused. You're only confused if you're choosing to be respectful. When Munna started fucking around with D-Thing's baby mama, it wasn't liked by a lot of people. Hit the like button. It wasn't liked by a lot of people. You have to understand, if a female respectfully or disrespectfully, however you want to take it, will fuck your homie or fuck one of your close friends close to your homie or anybody near your space, all right, she'll fuck your ops too. And I'm just keeping it all the way 100. I'd rather for my bitch to go fuck my ops than fuck one of my homies or somebody that's close to one of my homies.
Now
That
he
type
ain't
shit,
wrong.
right? Or somebody that we like affiliate with. You see what I'm saying? I would rather for my bitch to go fuck my ops than go fuck my homie or my so-called partners or everybody up under the same umbrella or supposed to be, right? See, there's no loyalty in the streets. Shout out everybody up in here. There's no loyalty in the streets. All right. D-Thing had just got knocked down before she jumped ships and started fucking with Munna right away. Right away. Right away. Right away. Jump head first. Boom. The same shit that she on IG talking about right now. The same shit she was doing for D-Thing. But like I said, they went into it. When the last time we seen these two post anything together? It's been over a year. It's been over a good year. They were not together. They were not fucking around at all. At all. Also, y'all, shout out everybody up in here. We got 55 people. Know what I mean? Everybody hit the like button. I appreciate y'all that's coming up in here, man. We about to start pulling up some very hot receipts. All right? Some very hot receipts. Now, peep the game, y'all. It was another Oblock member. Take this banner down. It was another Oblock member. That allegedly was in the car with K Smooth, Oblock Youngin, Munna. It's another individual that's being named, y'all. Hit the like button. Okay? It's another individual that is being named. Okay? That was in the club with Oblock, Youngin, K Smooth. And Munna. All right? Shout out everybody that's up in here. Now listen. Let me explain something to y'all. Hit the like button.
He really deep diving
Shout
in it,
out
man.
everybody up in here.
So okay.
OTF Chucky was in the
Okay, so look. This is what I get from it. He's saying after D Thing passed, rest in paradise. D Thing's baby mama started messing with OTF Munna, dude. Mm. And supposedly OTF Chucky was in a car with them too. He posted something on his story and deleted it quick. So did he delete the low quick? Is he the one that dropped the low? That's what they say it's an inside job with Oblock. So that's what I'm getting from it.
Car with them. He posted a story. Sure did. It took it down very quick. Shout out everybody up in
But
here.
yeah, man, just $1 in that super chat, man, would help me go up for
I
sure,
appreciate
man. Just $1. And actually, my bad. I thought that the membership program was the tiers go like this, but actually the tiers go like this. It goes as follow: flip member silver $2.99, flip member gold
shouts out to Slick Puller, man.
$5.99, flip member platinum $9.99. So boom. That's how it goes.
This is some crazy work. Not only is it crazy work, y'all, check this out. Y'all
Give me
know
one
that
second,
chain?
yo.
Y'all know the chain that's floating around? You know the chain that's floating around, right? Well, let me tell y'all who chain. Show you something. Y'all see this chain? You see, I'm going to strategically just break this down and then we're going to get up out of here. This is not Munna Duke's chain. Everybody's saying this is Munna Duke's chain. Actually, this is Oblock Youngin's chain that got ripped off his fucking neck when he got laid down out there. This is not Munna Duke's chain, y'all. Shout out everybody up in here. Shout out everybody that's in the rap. What's good with y'all? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. Y'all know what's up. Let's really talk about it. This ain't Oblock Munna chain. This is Oblock Youngin's chain. This ain't Munna Duke's chain. This Youngin chain. Youngin chain got ripped from around his neck after the situation. It wasn't Munna Duke. It was Youngin. As it has been rumored that these alleged Oblock OGs wasn't feeding the wolves anymore. Y'all have to understand, yo. It's so much going on with this situation. All right. Everybody is talking about this backdoor move that took place from the inside. And it's so many doors. It's more than one back door. This is why you could look over there, over there, over there, and over there, and it all still makes sense. Because this is how much was going on the back end. Now, they're saying that niggas from their own gang dropped their location, bro. Niggas from their own gang. Niggas from the inside. Some BDs. Some BDs, yo. Yeah. This this ain't got nothing to do with no get back for no FBG duck, yeah. This ain't got nothing to do with no get back for no FBG duck. This all about no more loyalty, no structure amongst these YNs and amongst each other. There's no loyalty. There's no unity. The back door is always open. And they said, well, ain't no they said. We all know these are facts. We're not about to break down right here. You see, let me explain to y'all how I know for a fact these boys was backdoored by their own men. Because these are Oblock generals, bro. These are
Hey, look who it is right there, man. Shout out to Kosher, man. You see his comment right there. Oh, blockchain. Question mark, question mark. Shout out to Kosher, man. Big shout outs to my mod Kosher, man.
Oblock top OGs. Some of Oblock top shooters and top enforcers, bro. That have been around throughout the years and that survived this war throughout multiple generations. They survived the generational war. All right. They were OGs when it comes to Oblock, Wick City, to be exact. Their location was dropped. Everybody know what's going on. They said that Oblock was starving out there. It's not like it was. It's a lot of hungry niggas, a lot of young up and coming that's out there hungry, starving. All right? Motherfuckers ain't putting niggas on. They ain't feeding the wolves. But you steady seeing them all on the gram, stunting. But you ain't feeding and taking care of your people. Not only that, like I said, man, a lot of people felt some type of way about Munna Duke overstepping his boundaries and getting into a relationship with D Thing's baby mama. A lot of motherfuckers ain't like that, y'all. Hit the like button. Y'all have to understand, yo, when this whole little dirt King Von movement was going on, Munna Duke was in jail the whole time for the whole goddamn thing. He wasn't home at all. All right. He wasn't home at all through any of that. Wasn't even home when D-Thing got knocked down. Okay? But for him to be an Oblock OG, you would think that he'd have a little bit more respect than that. You know? All this pussy out here in the world that you could go swimming in, hit the like button. I'm just speaking facts for a minute. All the pussy that you could go out here in the world and go swimming in.
Yeah, that's true though.
Okay.
That's true though.
Why go swimming?
Somebody that was your brother's. I'm not your real brother, but you feel me?
Your
That was gang to
affiliate.
you, man. Your affiliate, like you said.
Because it's obvious that they wasn't friends. Okay, but some type
Yeah, but even though they wasn't friends, they was from the same block. So still, it still looks kind of bad on his part. You feel me?
of alignment still should have had a line drawn in the sand, right? To some type of degree. Certain things are just off limits when you're in a certain space, in a certain caliber of people. Seriously. Okay? And when you overstep your boundaries, man, it's game on. And like I said, man, a lot of people did not like the fact that Munna Duke was smashing on D-Thing, baby mama, man. Lil Durk didn't even like that shit. That was a way of Munna Duke saying, fuck Durk, fuck D-Thing, fuck whoever don't like it. And I'ma knock one up in this hoe.
That's playing
Anyway,
shit, but yeah, I hear him.
as y'all see, the relationship didn't last long, right? They weren't together. And you know who really felt some type of way?
So, like he said, the whole Vaughn situation, long live Vaughn, he was incarcerated for when that went down. And he wasn't, well, is it Youngin who wasn't close with Vaughn or Mona Duke?
The baby mama really felt some type of way. She was mad. She was the one upset that Duke couldn't settle down.
That part right there, bro.
She thought Duke
Right?
was
So
gonna
many
settle
females
down.
out
He
there.
didn't
Why hit
settle
your
down.
homeboy baby mama?
All right,
Yeah,
but
that
he
part right
knocked
there.
one up in that
Shorty,
hoe.
bro. You spoke
Shout
it.
out everybody that's coming up in here.
You spoke it, man.
I appreciate everybody that's coming up in here, man. Stomp on that like button. Listen here, man. She even overstepped in her boundaries. Not only Munna Duke, so did D-Thing baby mama. She living in D-Thing house and got Munna Duke up in there. She living on a ranch, D-Thing's ranch.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
D-Thing's ranch. Lil Durk's money. You understand why Lil Durk have a problem with this? They said Lil Durk put the hit out on who? on the motherfuckers that killed D-Thing, right?
True, true. That's true.
So that goes to show you how he really felt about his brother, right?
His
His
cousin.
brother ain't been in the ground a good year, all right?
Hold
She
on.
already fucking wanted to get.
Hold on. No, D Thing's been passed away for about 2.5 years or 3 years, if I'm correct. Correct. Or is he talking about Vaughn? If he's talking about Vaughn, then that's a different story. But Vaughn too. Vaughn died in 2020. So I think D Thing died what 2021. Pretty sure. It wasn't just a year ago though. That doesn't make any sense. Not to like correct him or anything, but I could have swore, bro, that it hasn't been that long. So you know what? We're gonna look it up real quick. Look it up real quick. Okay, this is around 2 a.m. Uh, does it say let's just give the description of the murder, but I don't think it gives the actual year. Let me see, when was this posted though? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. June 20. Yeah, right here. The Dante Banks, who performed as D Thing, was killed in a chaotic scene at Club O where lots of weapons were recovered early Sunday, dated June 7th, 2021. Like I said, man, he hasn't been unalived for way over a year. He's been unalived for, let's see, 2021. That's 1 year. 2022. That's 2 years. 2023. That's 3 years. 2024. That's 4 years. It's going on almost 5 years that that man has been unalived.
Guys, that's one of the guys, yo. How they say it up there?
So yeah,
That's one of
nah,
the
he
guys,
gotta get
bro.
his information correct on that one, bro.
Like, what you talking about?
We gonna run that back real quick and hear exactly what he said right here.
Oh, shout out everybody that's coming up. The hit out. They said Lil Durk put the hit out on who? On the motherfuckers that killed D-Thing, right? So that goes to show you how he really felt about his brother, right?
Cousin.
His brother ain't been in the ground a good year, all right? And she already fucking one of the guys. That's
Oh,
one of the
okay. So he
guys,
said that
yo.
she started messing
How
with
they say
him
it up there?
in 2021,
That's
correct?
one of the guys, bro. Like, what you talking about?
Oh, it was. Okay, wait. Chicago rapper
The
Lil
fuck you
Durk's
want,
brother.
man?
Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong.
That's one of the guys,
It
and you
was his
got
brother, not
one
his
of the
cousin,
guys
Shorty.
on D-Thing's ranch. Lil Durk's money. Don't forget about that part. As you see, they were not together. What does the caption say? All right, she was sending subliminal shots at him all goddamn year. Your best bet and your biggest threat. Y'all don't see? Soon as the shit happened, she ain't even grieve. She start posting
Mm.
all this shit right away. She ain't even grieve. It's like she already knew what was going to happen. Like she had all the shit already loaded up in her phone. And the only thing that she had to do was push post. And everything just went up.
Man, that's
Everything
crazy.
just went up. Now, before something here.
So just to let everybody know, yes, I was wrong. Little Dirk is brothers to D Thing. But like I said, he has been unalive since 2021. I think what he was referring to was she started messing with Mona Duke after, like literally right after D Thing passed away.
Shout out everybody up in here, man. It's nasty word all the way around. All the way around. You see how easy it was for the back door to be wide open? All right, let's keep it real. Youngin wouldn't have never got knocked down. Youngin would have never got knocked down if he wasn't with Duke. Youngin was surviving out here through all this shit. That's Youngin chain. That's Youngin chain that got ripped from his neck. Not Munna Duke's, because Munna Duke got a different link. Munna Duke's Oblock chain doesn't have that same chain. Okay, he had a thicker chain. As we see that the chain that got ripped off of the neck of Youngin has been already posted, man. It already has been posted. Before Munna Duke died, he posted a story. He posted a story. All right. And it had the G Herbo song in it. All right. And he started the lyrics on his last story. All right. Before he got knocked down. This was what was on his story. The G Herbo went legit. All right. And we all know that famous verse, right? Every day, some new shit. Beef with my bitch right now, but life's still lit. Riding down the street, $500,000 whip. 5 M's on the kick for the ice like this. Everything I wanted to hit, I scratch him off the list. Ask about me, word around town, I'm a pimp. Ho won't get my heart. I'm putting you down. I'm not a simp. They said that she wanted him to come out there and spend Mother's Day weekend or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, he didn't want to go out there to the ranch anymore. Allegedly, maybe Munna Duke was already feeling some type of way, like, damn, man, that's fucked up. Nah, I don't think this situation right, man. I don't think I should be in this situation. But yo, the damage was already done. The damage was already done. Like I said, man, she moved that man in her house soon as he came home. Don't y'all know when he came home, he was living up in D Thang's house? This was
True,
before
true.
Lil Durk went to jail. You know that, right? When he came home, he was on an ankle monitor. He was still on an ankle monitor. They said the address was to the ranch. Shout out Beverly, man. What's good with you, baby? Happy Mother's Day to all if y'all celebrate. Appreciate y'all. Everybody that's coming up in here. All right. This was a paid backdoor hit. Made sure everybody was in place. All right. Bodies is all posted all over the place and everything. Y'all know that, right? These niggas' bodies is posted, bro. They dead bodies is all over Reddit, all on the ground, lifeless. Not to mention, all right, hold on a second here. Let's just, y'all know they got footage, right? You know they got footage of the shooting, right? And they got footage of the killers doing this, right?
Two people dead. There's another individual hurt. Asal is at the scene. Asal resides. She's at Broadway near Rosemont Avenue, gathering all the details for us as everything unfolds. Asal.
Yeah, Suzanne, we just watched police pick up dozens of evidence markers before they cleaned the scene here, and the fire department just showed up. They are washing off the sidewalk as we see them often do after crime scenes are cleared up. We heard on police scanner radio that the shooting happened at this place called Pork Chop right here. Online it says they're a restaurant and jazz lounge. We're told the victims were standing right here.
Yeah, I don't think Vaughn's stuff was an inside job either.
On the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting. Take a look at this video we have of the scene. At least 40 evidence.
I'm pretty sure that Vaughn's situation was uh, an argument, a fight gone too far between him and Quando and what's his name? Little Tim up the blower, because that's Quando's homie. And stop Vaughn, bro. Like there's not really, and yes, he was acquitted for it. He was let off.
Evidence markers on the street here in the shooting's aftermath. Police say gunshots rang out just before 1:30 this morning. This is on Broadway.
Come on, man. I need more people in here than 3 people, man. This is crazy. Come on, man. We mostly got 8, 9, 10 people in here, man.
Vaughn and Rosemont. They don't let the shooting when they
Turn up the chat. Turn up the chat. Turn up the chat. I said turn up the chat.
Where he was in fair condition at last check.
You guys are getting a person shot in 21st Street, Broadway and Rosemont and Broadway. Caller says a male shot in the back. Offenders ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the club Pork Chop.
And Suzanne, we heard on police scanner radio that the shooter was captured on City Pod cameras and was possibly driving a.
Y'all heard that, right? The shooters were captured on camera. Not only were the shooters captured on camera, so was the Infinity. They said it was an Infinity Q50 All right. And that Infinity Q50 was found allegedly already burnt down to the motherfucking ground. All right. But they know exactly. They know exactly who did this shit. Shout out Paula Hall, man. What's good with you? They know exactly who did this shit.
But yeah, man, for
Not
sure.
only that,
Ron underestimated his opponents. He got smoked.
y'all know
And yeah, like I said,
this
him and
car,
Hondo
right?
got in that altercation, and it didn't go down the way that he thought it was gonna go down.
Y'all see this car? Y'all know this car was involved in the shooting, right? This car was involved in the shooting. As we can see, all right, the evidence markers around it. We can see the police around it. We can see that one of the tires got shot out. Not only that, all right, an alleged eyewitness gave testimony or tried to give a narrative right from the jump. All right, as it says, thanking God for protecting my baby and her friends last night. They were at this bar and had just got to their vehicle. All right. This is the vehicle, y'all, that I'm showing y'all. All right. That is still on the scene the next day as well. All right. This vehicle was involved in
nearby hospitals. A 36-year-old man was also
in this shooting. It was involved in this shooting. That vehicle. We know usually when a vehicle is involved in a shooting, it usually gets what? Taken to the pound. But for some strange reason, that vehicle is still out there and it was involved in the shooting. Not only was it involved in the shooting, okay? All right. Munna Duke, Oblock youngin were standing outside that vehicle talking to these females. All right. Now, check it out. As someone posts, thank you for protecting my baby and her friends last night. They were at this bar and just had got to their vehicle, stating that they saw ninjas, gunmen just pacing around outside the bar with ski masks on. Peep the narrative. Peep the narrative. Peep the narrative from the jump. They make sure they put somebody in place to steer the narrative. Remember when Takeoff got knocked down? And remember how all these narratives started coming out and all these fucking alleged Instagram posters and Facebook posters claiming what they done seen and what they saw. You see what I'm saying? To actually make people think that it happened one way when it actually happened another way. Okay? So they claim, she claimed that her daughters or her babies or whoever they was were at this bar. They seen niggas going back and forth with ski masks on. I asked her why they didn't y'all leave when y'all saw that. She said, "Ma, I didn't think anything of it because they were ninjas inside of the bar with ski masks on too." Right, right, right. Like who the fuck allows that? Right, and who the fuck stays in a bar like that? Who the fuck actually stays in a bar when you see motherfuckers outside pacing back and forth, playing with their waistband, ski masks, and you see motherfuckers inside with ski masks on. Who actually still gonna stick around to the end of the fucking story? Right at the beginning of the book, once you start seeing and reading that shit, I know how this gonna end. Let me get the fuck up out of here, right? Right. So she said, make that your last time going. Because what the fuck? Of course, I bet it will be your last time going. But anyway, so the guys walk out, the gunmen start shooting them. The boy is running towards my daughter's friend's car. One of the bullets hit the car. None of them were hurt by the grace of God. And then one of them collapsed right in front of her vehicle and dies. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You see, it's all going to come out. All right, it's all in. It's all out.
Year-old man was also shot.
They were standing outside of this car. Shout out everybody up in here. Long live all of them. Nah, man. Y'all got to stop that war, man. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nothing good coming out of that shit, man. I don't know what it's going to take for people to see. You know what I mean? Don't nothing come out of that but misery and turmoil. Yeah, it'll never be no happiness. It'll never be no peace. Your kids won't have no happiness. Your kids ain't gonna have no peace. Your mama ain't gonna have no peace. Your daddy, your brother, your sisters. That should affect everybody.
Yeah, man, let's stop that.
That should affect everybody, man.
Let's stop this violence, man. Real spill, because there's too many people that lost fathers, lost brothers, lost cousins, lost uncles due to this violence in Chicago, New York, California, Colorado, Florida. Man, it goes everywhere, man. Let's stop the violence. Let's put the guns down, put them gloves up, man. Let's start taking squabbles again and stop shooting. That goes to the YNs too.
You know what I mean? And once we all start thinking that in that way, maybe it will be a change when they start putting things in their family into consideration. Not only are you hurting yourself and somebody else by going out here drilling and gang banging and shit,
Blessings, Mark.
but you
Blessings,
also
man. If
is
you
living
could
a life
just give me
wisdom. You
$1,
trying to
man, on that
start a
super chat.
family.
You can
You
send
know
me
what
a
I'm
super
saying?
sticker,
You trying
super
to have a
chat.
wife. You trying to have a kid and shit like that. So how you
Let's
gonna
see.
be able
Hold
to
on.
live a peaceful life with your family? How you gonna be able to raise your kid when you at war? You can't do that. All right?
Yeah,
You're
well,
bringing your
super
kid
sticker, super chat, or super thanks, man. I would really appreciate it. Or you
into
can
the
hit one
war.
of the
You
membership
bringing your
tiers, man.
loved ones into the war. It's
Appreciate you
fair
tapping
game,
in,
bro.
coming through.
People don't understand that. Ain't nothing off limits no more. Ain't nothing off limits anymore. But y'all, this car is still out there the next day. The next day. And right, it's crazy because they actually showed this car. We know who car this allegedly supposed to be.
And that is crazy, y'all. That is crazy.
Right.
You see what it said right there? What
This
car
how
was
you
allegedly
know
doing?
motherfuckers was put in place to steer that narrative and also turn people away from that car. Because everybody want to know why was that car hit by them bullets. Why were they so close to that car? Obviously, because they were
Mm.
standing by that car talking to them. Right? And that car is still out there right now. This is why it say, one of the bullets hit the car. Peep the
Yeah, no,
game. One of
I'm
the
sure. I'm
bullets hit
sure,
the
bro.
car.
We have a lot of Chicagoans moved to
So why y'all ain't move the
Minneapolis,
car?
Minnesota, and from a lot of other
And
states.
if
Yeah,
one of the
for sure,
bullets
man.
hit
I
the
know for
car
sure. People like to try to
and
get
was
out of there,
involved
bro.
in
It's
the
too crazy. It's
situation,
too crazy in the
don't
environment right
the
now out there. It's been like that though.
police finish doing a full, thorough investigation on that car? And don't they impound that car?
I'll be back though, y'all. I'm
This
finna come
remind me
right
of
back
what
though.
happened with Julio Fulio when that fucking
I'm finna come
Honda
right back though.
was involved in the Julio Fulio shooting, but they didn't even what? Impound the Honda for some reason. The Honda was sitting out there for like 3 days. The Honda was sitting out there for 3 days, y'all. And let's see something here. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. All right. They put people in place to make sure the job was done, y'all. They put people in place. They put people in place. They made sure bodies were posted in. Listen, bro, this is just the edited version, bro. Y'all should see what's going on over there on Reddit. All right? Y'all should see what's going on over there on Reddit and on these Telegram pages and shit. You would have sworn that the same motherfuckers that recorded this shit was the actual shooters. That's how fresh everything looks. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, this is Oblock Youngin laid out. This Oblock Youngin laid out. Like I said, Oblock Youngin was surviving and moving this whole time through this war, bro. The whole time through this war, Oblock Youngin knew how to move, bro. These was OGs of Oblock. Munna Duke, these was OGs of Oblock in their 30s, yo. These wasn't no YNs. These wasn't no YNs. These was Oblock OGs. Shout out Smitty, man. What's good with you? These was Oblock OGs, man. All right. Anybody want to just getting up on them? Y'all got to understand that. And they done posted their stories many a times and their locations. Many a times and their locations. This ain't the first time. This ain't the first time. Niggas wasn't moving on them like that. They said OTF Chucky was with them. OTF Chucky did not get shot, y'all. if OTF Chucky was with them. It's been rumored. Shout out everybody up in here. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Kosher Kid. They IG page is still up. Their IG page is still up. OTF Chucky was the only one that didn't get hit. Everybody else got hit, y'all. We only hearing about 3 individuals, but it is said that another OTF member, OTF, not Oblock, even though from the outside looking in, we would think all that shit would be the same, right? Well, if all that shit was the same, why the fuck Munna Duke fucking D-thing bitch and baby mama? So evidently, it ain't the same to some degree, and it ain't no loyalty, right? So OTF Chucky allegedly was with them in the car, and he posted a story. And right after that situation happened, he deleted it and took it down. K-Smooth got hit. Oblock, youngin, and Munna Duke. K-Smooth got shot in the back. He in stable and fair condition. They stood over youngin, snatched the trophy. Don't you know, whoever knocked down these individuals, bro, this was a high-ranking situation right here, bro. This was for somebody else to move up in rank as well. Like I said, this came from the inside. This ain't come from the outside. This ain't come from the other side. I'm hearing y'all. Shout out everybody up in here, man. This ain't come from the other side. And listen, bro, it's a couple more that I'm hearing that they want out of there, bro. E-Dog is one of them. Hit the like button. It's a couple more Oblock OGs that they want out of there, bro. Motherfuckers know what's going on out there. They said that Mimo, all right, like I said, this supposed to be what? Like I said, man, don't give a fuck if you GD, BD, blood, crit, that or this. Ain't no loyalty in that shit. Ain't no loyalty in that shit. As we hear Mimo also say, fuck out my DM. Talk about sorry for your loss. We ain't lost shit on Steve. You see this, right? As we know, Munna Duke and what? Mimo 600 was going back and forth. You know why? Because we know Mimo 600 is a protege of who? Little Durg and OTF. Of course, Mimo gonna feel away. Lil Durk been feeding him all this time, right? So of course he gonna feel away. Of course, like nigga, bro, why you fucking on a man, baby mama though? All this pussy out here. Somebody said 2 for 1, a big one. It was a big one, bro. That was this was a high-ranking situation, bro. Everything inside of Oblock changes now. Everything with this side, the infrastructure of Oblock changes now. Like I said, man, ain't no loyalty up in that motherfucking shit no more. It's a lot of motherfuckers playing both sides, going in and out them gates. OTF versus Oblock. They talking about Front Street. They was right around the corner. Land Rhyme versus OTF. It's some wild shit, right? Only ones left from Oblock. Shit crazy, man. DQ already talking about crashing out. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a few people, okay, that motherfuckers on the inside is sitting on, man. Motherfuckers is sitting on these. Motherfuckers got bags on these high-ranking members' heads, bro. And like I said, they not feeding the wolves. The youngest not getting fed. The youngest in Oblock is not getting fed. Every time we see vlogs from Oblock and shit like that, we see who? The main characters, right? Right? But we know it's so much going on when that camera goes off, and we know everything ain't what it seems to be. As we have motherfuckers looking on the sideline, like I said, motherfuckers want to eat, motherfuckers want to come up, motherfuckers is hungry. It was money on Munna Duke head. It was money on Oblock Youngin in them head. It's money on E-Dog in them head. It's money on DQ in them head. From all type of factors and fashions, bro. From everywhere. From the inside, from the outside. All right? Whoever get to the bag first. Whoever get to the bag first. Like I said, why was it even a situation with Mimo 600 and Munna Duke in the first place? It's like I said, ain't no loyalty. The whole time while this OTF movement and everything was going on, Munna Duke was in jail. He wasn't there when Lil Durk had took off and Mimo was doing his thing. Then Von came out doing his thing. All that that whole movement, even back when L.A. Capone, D Rose signed to the street days. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never heard of no fucking Munna Duke. He stayed in jail all the time. All right. He's an enforcer. Oblock enforcer. Top ranking member. Top ranking enforcer. He done put in work in them streets. It's been said he done put in work. He done put in work. A lot of motherfuckers ain't like the fact that he came home to a bag. Remember, he came home to 2 bags, y'all. He came home to the bag King Von left to him. A lot of people ain't like that shit. Then he started fucking D-Thing baby mama, which means now he's in Lil Durk's bag. You see what I'm saying? Now he's in the bank's bag. All right, laughing straight to the bank, literally at the banks, all on the ranch. As I told y'all, all right, when Munna Duke got sent out and sent up to be released on home confinement. He was released to D-Thing's house, y'all. He was released to D-Thing's house. When he came home to the King Von bag that Von left for him. Remember, Von said, yo, we gonna buy the mall when they free Duke. Know what I mean? He shout Duke out in a few songs. Then he also had a whole nother bag when he started fucking with D-Thing baby mama, living on the ranch. And like I said, a lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people felt some type of way. A lot of people were smiling in the faces of these individuals and actually was not feeling them at all in no type, shape, form, or fashion. In no type, shape, form, or fashion. All right, now I don't know how true it is, but they're saying that the baby mama wanted Munna Duke to come out to the ranch for Mother's Day. This was her time of the year where she go through her little grieving over the situation with D-Thing. You see what I'm saying? And she wanted Munna Duke to be there for her on this particular day during this particular weekend, allegedly. But like I said, they wasn't together, y'all, for damn near a whole year. He been stopped fucking with her. He knotted her up and moved on, left her with the baby and everything. Yes, we see, know what I mean, some pictures that was shared with him with the baby, but the moral of the story is he stepped out, he left. The relationship was over. It was done. They wasn't together anymore. He knotted her up and boom, left her with the baby. Oblock the structure when Vine died. No structure either as well. No structure. Listen here, man. When this situation first happened, bro, I had been got word. I had got word of this before I even did the live that I did yesterday when I was breaking down the situation that's going on in Cincinnati. All right, but it was already coming out of Chicago that this was an indoor move. Okay, it's motherfuckers in Chicago that is saying it right now that this was an indoor move, an inside man play. All right, y'all could just ask, oh boy, you see something here.
It had to be a back door. Cause when you break this shit down on phone, if you coming out of bar, think about it. If you coming out of bar, folks, let's break this shit down. If you coming out of bar, how somebody just gonna know you coming out the bar right when you coming out the bar? I don't care. They like, yeah, so and so in there. They say soon Duke and them left out the bar, that's when the shit played out. They say, come up, pop, 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 pop. It hit different, bro. Like, how and I just came out this bar if ain't nobody backdoor me, bro. Like, that's a backdoor, bro. Y'all know that's a backdoor, bro. That's a backdoor, bro. That's a backdoor, bro. Somebody knew something, bro. Somebody had to know that, hey, food them coming. Somebody got a call, bro. So I do believe somebody gonna get whooped for this because if you just paying attention, bro, like it's a
Exactly.
call that was made, bro.
Exactly. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. If you look right at J Man, it's like he actually already know who the whole goddamn play was and what happened. You can basically see it in his whole face. You can feel the energy that he know exactly what happened and who backdoored these motherfuckers. As he said, it was a call made. Why does he keep saying it was a call made? It was a call. It was a call. It was a call made. A call made. Like I said, let me explain something to y'all. Everybody talking about when they first came out the bar. Let me explain something to everybody. They was not standing in front of pork chop. Okay? They wasn't standing in front of fucking Porkies. All right? Let's get this straight right now. Shout out everybody up in here. Let me share this. Because they wasn't at no goddamn Porkies. At no goddamn pork chops. All right? They was standing in front of this storage spot. All right? In front of that goddamn car. Talking to that fucking female. They wasn't standing in front of Porkies. All right? I'm going to show y'all. All right? This is where this car and the situation with Munna Duke and them happened at. Right here. The car was parked right here. All right? The car is parked right here. They bodies was laying here, y'all. Pork chops at Porky's. Because they got cooked. Allegedly. All right? This is pork chops. Let me show you. See? Pork chop. You see that? That's pork chops. Crazy work, right? And they got cooked, right? So check it out. The actual address is 63rd and 41 at Pork Chops. But they're saying when old boy and them got killed that it's 6347. Hit the like button. As we know, the 6347 is familiar, right? Right. All right. And this is 6347 right here. Right in front of the storage spot. That's where they got laid out at. If they came out of the bar, right, y'all, that means they had to walk, right? They did not get ambushed as they came out of this bar. They got ambushed when they were standing in front of this car right here. All right, and I want to show y'all. Shout out everybody up in here. I appreciate y'all. All right, let me show you. See the car out there, right? You see this, right? This is where it happened at. See the car is still out there, right? The same car that got shot. Check it out. I'm gonna let it rock through, and we're going to see it all. We're going to see it all. It's still sitting there. All right? See the car? Okay. Watch this. See the car still there, right? See that? They got it taped off. The car is inside the tape. Just like the Julio Fulio car, right? Y'all see the car inside the tape, right? Check it out now. You see this, right? Hit the like button. And I can show y'all a video right now. And we know that this is the car, right? Exactly. And the car is still out there, right? So now I'm going to play. You see this, right? They were standing in front of this car talking to the females as whoever put this post up tried to act like they ran in front of the car. You notice what it say, right? They said as soon as they came outside of the bar, the guys start shooting them. But that's not what happened because the bar is down the street. I just showed y'all. Okay, as it said, she saw ninjas just pacing around outside the bar. All right. So the guys walk out, the gunmen start shooting them. That's a lie. Because I just showed everyone that pork chops is all the way down the goddamn street. Right here. Pork chops. She said as soon as they walked out, the dude started shooting them. Bullshit. No, they didn't. All right. Oblock, youngin, Munna Duke and them walked out of this bar and was standing in front of this car for approximately 5 to 7 minutes, y'all. I'm hearing. They were standing in front of this car in this area where it happened right there. They're picking up shell cases by the car, right? Meaning the shooting happened right there. So goddamn close, the car even got shot. But nobody in the car got shot. All right? They said over 40 to 50 shell cases. Mop action. Mop sticks and shit. Mop sticks and shit, y'all. Shout out everybody up in here. I appreciate y'all. Shout out Angela, man. What's good with you? Happy Mother's Day. You celebrate. Happy Mother's Day to all. Unfortunately, man, this is a sad day for a lot of mothers and a lot of other people that they have no idea that these type of situations affect. And like I said, why is this car still out there the next damn day? Check it out. And I just showed everyone when the fire truck was out there cleaning up the blood and everything. They made sure they washed this car down. Look how clean that car looked. It looked like the fire department didn't wash the goddamn car. I'm just keeping it real. It looked like they waxed that bitch, like Mr. Miyagi, the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off, no Diddy. Word is born. You would have thought they washed the goddamn car. The car don't look like it was riddled with any bullets. To me, I see one goddamn tire. All right. Other than that, the car looked clean as a motherfucking whistle. As if maybe the shooters might have came out of the goddamn car. Who knows? But they said that they got CCTV footage of these killers. And it's supposed to be a Q50 Infinity that was involved. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that's just a throw off or what. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, and three things for damn sure, this car right here was directly involved. This car right here was directly involved. And not only was this car directly involved, y'all know what I am hearing. Like I said, we heard J Main say what? It was a call made, right? Hit the like button. It was the call made. 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 He could have made a motherfucking whole song out of it. He said it was a call made so goddamn many times. He basically telling you what happened. Because not only was it a call made, it was a call made for them boys to come outside that motherfucking bar. It was a call made for them to come outside that bar and come to that fucking car. That's right. That's what I'm hearing. And these are reports that's coming from reliable sources that I am aligned with in Chicago. They said them boys was called outside. I'm hearing that they were in front of this vehicle, y'all, for approximately 5 to 7 minutes. But they already saying that they were outside already for a while. They were outside already for a while because when he posted the story, let me show y'all the story that he posted. He was outside of the bar, inside of the car. Shout out everybody up in here, man. All right, so this is one of the stories he posted. Then he posted a couple of more. And like I told y'all, one of those stories had the G Herbo song tagged in the caption. So everybody is saying this is why they got knocked down, because he posted his story, and the story had the location in it. This is what they're saying, how they got up with him by the stories that he was posting, right?
Yeah, I'm right here, y'all. Yeah, but what was I finna say, bro? Excuse me. Y'all comment on that poll, man. Comment on that poll, bro. Let me know
Shout out
if
to
y'all
Danny
think this was a setup
Martinez.
or it was a
Happy
robbery.
Mother's Day.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And we getting closer to the end of the video, man. But once this video is over, we gonna be going to the next video. But
Somebody say Gleesh, my
like I
cousin.
was
I
saying,
called him right
man,
afterwards. He answered and hung up.
I
Haven't
don't know
got
if you
through
guys can
since.
see the poll, bro, but it says,
Crazy work.
do you guys think that they got set up or it was a robbery, bro? Feel me? But yeah, man.
I don't know, man, but I think it'd be a good idea if Gleesh do hang up, because they said it's a couple more Oblock affiliates
My
that got
bad, y'all.
bags
Didn't
on
mean to
their
hit the
head,
mic.
man, that they want up out of there. All right, a new generation trying to come up, and they saying that they said that they gatekeeping, bro. They saying that these Oblock OGs have been gatekeeping, and
Joe
motherfuckers
Rogan,
on
what are
an
you
Oblock
confused
ain't
by, bro? Let me know.
they ain't putting the young niggas on. They ain't putting the shorties on, yo. You see how Vaughn put everybody on this shit? You see how they supposed to kept that cycle going? They didn't keep that cycle going, bro. Vaughn was actually, all right, trying to pave a way and continue a whole legacy of what was actually going on with Oblock. These niggas failed Oblock, bro. And they failed Vaughn, respectfully. I'm just keeping it real. They did not keep the same loyalty at all. They ain't had the same loyalty. They ain't had the same structure. They didn't have the same goals. It didn't have the same vision. It didn't have the same heart as Vaughn. And this is what Vaughn was trying to instill in these niggas and show them how this shit is done. As we see, it's
I
been
mean,
5 years,
I feel like
just
they
about
didn't.
5 years since,
It's not
you
that
know
they
what I
let
mean,
Vaughn
Vaughn has
down,
been
bro.
gone.
It's a continuous
And look
cycle. It's a
what has
continuous
been going
environment. The
on.
old block's always gonna be some many, bro. You feel me? So I don't think you just could sit there and say they let Vaughn
Yep.
down. They wasn't loyal
Yep.
like Vaughn. Vaughn came
Like I
and gave
said,
everybody 100 bands, bought everybody chains and all
how
this.
can you
But
even trust people
excuse me.
anymore? And like I said, there's no lines being drawn. Motherfucker, fuck your friend, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle. Nigga, fuck your mama.
Now
Nigga,
that's some
fuck your
crazy work,
mama.
man.
Ask
Somebody effing
Sack
my mama.
Chaser
That's not right, man.
what he was doing to YNW Melly mother.
Mm,
YNW Melly mother was fucking Sack Chaser, yo. This is how crazy this.
that is crazy
Yo,
though,
this is how
yo.
crazy this generation is, bro. Man, like for real. There's some wild shit
That is
going on.
crazy though. Hello to the new viewer, man. Let me know something in the chat, man. Welcome to the Flip Dot Show. Become a member, man. Hit
There's
that
some
1 tier,
wild
2
shit
tier,
going
or
on,
3
y'all.
tier. And the tiers I mean by levels of membership. Or you can hit that super thanks button.
That
Give me
girl
a
had
super thanks, super chat, or a super sticker. Let me know something, man. If you like the content, donate just $1,
that girl had no
$2, 3,
business
4, 5.
fucking with
The
Munna
highest I'll
Duke,
go is
bro,
$5,
at
y'all. So
all. She
if
had
y'all
no
like the
business fucking
content,
nobody from over on that side.
big shout out to
Everybody can
God for
say,
your
yeah,
TV.
yeah, all the people with
You could
no
give me a super
goddamn,
chat,
all the people
super
with
thanks,
no
a super
goddamn
sticker, or become a member.
loyalty,
Thank you.
no respect, no morals, no dignity, or say, yeah, it's her pussy. She could do whatever she want to do. Right. And
I mean, that's
that's
true
why,
too, you know what I'm saying?
okay,
But
the baby daddies.
at the end of the day, though, she was the BM of D Thing. So her going right to OTF Mona Duke after D Thing passing away, not even a year, is pretty cruel and evil on her part. Because at the end of the day, that was the father of your kid. And now you messing with one of, and not his partner because they wasn't close, but somebody from his block, somebody related to the people that he hang out with. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like she should have kept it a little bit more solid, man. Like, and but this is the thing though, too, bro. You can't blame her though, because at the end of the day, she just lost her baby daddy. You feel me? She was under distress, feeling vulnerable. She needed somebody, you know, to care for her. You know, he just left her this big ranch with a bunch of acres. Now she's alone there. You feel me? So, but I feel like you could blame her, but you also have to put blame on OTF Mona Duke because he could have went to anybody else, but he decided to go to not one of his homies BMs, but somebody from his block that was a known factor from his block. And if he is under Dirk or has any type of respect for Dirk, I feel like he wouldn't do that because that was Dirk's brother. You feel me? But hey, that's just my opinion, though.
Ain't around. And this is why she had to raise them kids by herself because of the
There you go.
choices and the decisions that she made and the things that she chose to do. You see what I'm saying? She chose to step in that field.
She did. She did.
She had no business moving that boy in that house.
She didn't. She didn't.
She
But he
had
also
no
had no
business
business
moving
just
that boy
walking in there, though.
in that
Sliding
house
through in there,
at
sliding in her
all.
DM, getting at her. Feel me?
Not only
You gotta
was
blame both of
Munna
the
Duke
parties.
saying fuck Lil Durk, so was D-Thang baby mama as well.
Oh.
Who else y'all think that is? Y'all think that's her house or D-Thang house?
It was D Thang's house that he left
Who
her when he passed
generated that
away.
money? Who generated those riches? Lil Durk generated that shit. Lil Durk generated that shit. You ain't see her putting out one post up, free Dirk or none of that shit, right?
That's foul.
Boy, oh boy. Like I said, man, people are fucked up. People are fucked up. She had no business over there fucking none of them guys. It hit different. She had no business over there fucking none of them guys at all.
She did not. She did not. And that
Insider
is
said
foul.
that call
That is
came from the
foul.
bar. Niggas in the mask was watching them. Not sure if that's true or not. That's the narrator that's being painted. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, you see everybody already going off of this. How everybody was in the bar. I mean, the ski mask shooters was in the bar already watching them niggas. And yeah, it's possible that the call did come from inside the bar. And like I
That
said,
could be.
I'm
Could
hearing that
be.
it actually
So that's why I
possibly
said, let
came
me
from,
know in the in
all
the
right,
poll, man. Give me a
like
super
I
chat.
said,
Only has to be 199,
64th
299,
and
man. Light
65th.
super chat and hit that poll
It
and let
said
me know if this was a
OTF.
setup or robbery.
OTF Chucky was there with them. OTF Chucky was there with them.
Was this a setup or a robbery? Let me know.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. He had no business just casually kicking it at a spot named Pork Chop. This is why this situation happened the way it happened, y'all. All right? This is why this situation happened the way it happened. And like I said, all right, they didn't get shot in front of the bar. Already show everybody, all right, where the shots were fired at. And it wasn't in front of the bar. It was little ways down the street
Okay. And that's why you were showing us that on the map.
in front of the storage spot.
Yeah, yeah. I feel it.
The chain that got snatched was Oblock youngin's chain.
Okay.
All right. Y'all want to see? I'll show you how Munna Duke chain looked and how it always looked. All right. His chain was always different. He didn't have the small chain. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see the chain that they're showing, right? It has the thin chain on the charm, on the link, right? That's youngin chain that got snatched off his neck. That's youngin
Crazy
chain,
work, man. Crazy work. I see that's the
not
old
Duke.
blockchain. That's the old blockchain right there. That was Youngins chain though, not Duke's chain.
This is Duke's chain.
Two different
You
old
see the
blockchains, man.
difference?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
I see the difference. Crazy work, man.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, that's crazy. Muslims at a spot called Pork Chop is crazy within itself. Man, ain't that right? I ain't even think
No,
about that.
that
You
is
caught that
crazy though.
joint. You caught that joint.
That is crazy though.
A lot of people are saying, man, I'm getting reports in right now as I'm breaking this down, man. They said that hit, it possibly wasn't even for Munna Duke, yo. They actually said that hit was for Oblock Youngin. It just was a 2-for-1. Just so happens. Okay, and this is why we see Oblock Youngin body plastered everywhere. They made sure they wanted to make a mockery out of his body and out of him dead. They made sure of that. They made sure of that. All right. Yup. Where was Grease at the time? Ain't no telling. I don't even think all them guys even be like hanging and all cool like we be thinking that shit is from the outside. You know what I mean? That shit don't even be like that. Everybody got their own life. Everybody got their own way of moving and doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody, and everybody ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And
Nah, for sure. That is true
got a
though.
lot of
True.
ego, a lot of animosity, a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of money, a
Everything
lot
ain't
of
for everybody,
hats,
gang.
a lot of jealousy, man. Yo, shit just don't mix. Somebody said it was Glee's birthday party.
Oh, that's what it
Really?
was. It was Glicia's birthday party. Okay. And
That's shocking. I don't know because
and
all the shit that Runner
if
Duke is
that was the
posting,
case,
not one shout out for Glee's birthday. Oblock Youngin either.
if
They
that
never
was
said
the
that they was out
case,
celebrating, but we did. But I do got
then that's crazy work. Because Gleesh was cool, Vaughn too, and other people from O Block. So that's not an ops to them. That's
all
not the
right.
ops to them.
He was posting some pictures. This is on his story right before he died, y'all. All right. So I don't know if these pictures came from that night that it happened or what. I don't know if these pictures was just taken, yo. But I'm thinking these pictures were just taken that night when he got knocked down because he posted them.
Crazy work.
Check it. All right. And we don't see D-Thing, baby mama in any of them pictures, right?
No, you do not. No, you do not. Different individuals. You do not see BM.
Can
My
anybody
bad.
actually
Things BM.
make out? Do anybody recognize anybody that's in these pictures? I see Youngin right here.
Yep, in the middle. And then you got Mona Duke. It looks like on the side. If I'm correct.
Somebody said it was definitely because B-Day. Well, if it was, I can damn near guarantee that these pictures came from that celebration as well. And these pictures, this story is going to tell a lot. This was his last story. He posted these pictures, yo. on his story. He posted these. Then he showed another one. Okay, so I believe this was from that night, y'all.
It does look
Who
like
are
it.
these females? This is going to come out. I got it. This was his last story.
Who are those
Ain't too many
females
people
though?
got this, y'all.
Who are those females though? Because
Ain't
you
too
don't
many people
see
got
E Things
his
BM right
actual
there.
last story. I
So
got his
was
last
this a
story
setup?
when he's in the car posting these pictures that they just took at this bar called Pork Chop. This is inside Pork Chop, I
Was
believe.
this a setup, y'all? That's what I want to know. Was this a robbery or this a setup, y'all? Because this smelling like it
This
was
is
a
inside
setup.
Pork Chop, y'all.
It was smelling. This smelling like it was a set up. Like this crazy, man. You do not see D Things BM in any of those pictures, man. Something's fishy, man. Something is definitely fishy. It sounds like
Somebody
an
said
inside
Muwap in the picture. I don't see
job,
no
man.
motherfucking Muwap.
I don't see Muwap. Where's Muwap at?
That ain't no motherfucker.
Where you see Muwap at? My vision could be wrong, but I don't see Muwap though, bro. I don't know where you see Muwap at, man. Where you see bro at? Oh.
Nine times out of 10, he was with these people right before he got killed. He was with these individuals, bro. We can see him.
Yes, you can. What I want to know is, are these pictures on a tablet? Is that what he's showing right there? Is that a tablet or what is that? Are those picture frames? Like I don't.
He's showing the pictures that just was taken.
I'm confused. They had to been on a tablet, man. That's something that makes sense because if they were a picture frame, I wouldn't you have to wait to get them developed? Like I don't like I don't know about that, bro. Because they
That's
do look.
Nuwap or Nuwap, not Muwap. My bad. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
So it is
I
Muwap?
get what you're saying. That's Nuwap, not Muwap.
Okay.
All right, I get it. Okay, so this person right here is supposed to be Numa. Nuwap.
New mop.
Okay.
Shout out to
right.
God Fear, man. He funny. He said new mop. With a straight face. He said new mop. Then he said,
And
nah,
they're
new
from
wop.
Oblock as well. He's from Oblock as well.
He must be because he's not from
Shout out
63rd.
everybody up in here.
Ain't none of them from 63rd. I'm pretty sure.
Muwap, I'm sure. I'm sorry. Those names just sound too much alike, man.
They do. They're very similar.
But
They
you know,
are
that's
very
a Chicago
similar.
thing. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know?
They definitely are very similar.
I
New
get
wop,
it.
moo wop. Yeah, very similar.
Okay. Like I said,
Shit, we got about what?
do y'all know if this could be inside a pork chop?
We got about 15 minutes left in
This
this
is
video,
the
y'all.
last picture that was taken.
Actually, I think a little less.
Do anybody know if this it's actually inside of pork chops. Because I'm thinking it was.
It do look like
All
it's
right,
giving
and
a
who
bar
are
atmosphere,
these
so it do look
females?
like that. Excuse me.
Who are these females?
Yes, who are these
That's
females?
looking all
Because none of them are D Things BM.
fucked
So
up
where
and
was she in
busted.
this whole situation? That's what I want to know. If she's the last person that was really messing with Mona Duke.
I'm just keeping it real. What somebody in the chat said earlier. Nobody like Munna Duke should even be out here casually kicking it. Right. Especially with some lady in the tramps. Respectfully, though.
Wait, hold on.
All right. We can see what type of time. You left a ranch for this shit? You left a ranch? My nigga? Okay. Hold on. You left a ranch.
Nah. But yes,
See
he
this,
did
right?
leave her ranch.
She thought you were serious, bruh. Tattoo my name. Let me know it's real. You let her know that it was real. Oh, niggas didn't like that shit, y'all.
At all, though.
Okay? Tat your name. Let me know it's real. Shout out everybody up in here. I see y'all.
Yeah, who's up in here,
Shout out
man?
the
Let me
whole
know
Firestarter
something, man.
Nation, man.
Shorty, you still in here, bro? Hey, who is ever
Give
in
me
here,
something
man?
to eat
All I need you to do, man, is just
in a
hit
minute,
that
man.
poll, man. Let me know if they got set up or if it was a
But yo,
robbery, bro. And right there,
check it out.
all
Right
you
out the
gotta
gate.
do,
Right
select
out the
another
gate.
goal, I guess. Hold on.
Look at Youngin. Youngin there for it all, y'all. See that, right? Ain't no loyalty in this shit, man. Word up. That pussy was supposed to have been off limits. I don't give a fuck if she threw it to you or not. That shit was supposed to be off limits. It's too much ass and pussy out here, bro. All right? But I think he just used her for the bag, bro.
Let me know
He
something
just
in the
used her
goal,
for the
man. I
bag,
know it just went
and
away,
that
but
was
I
it.
just put it back. I just put back the goal, so y'all could drop
Okay,
that
you
$2.99,
niggas bogus.
$1.99, man. It
You
will
see this, right?
and give me an answer.
Right away with a response. No time to grieve. This your second baby daddy that you done lost back to back. This your second baby daddy that you done lost in 3 years.
Wait.
Was it 3 or
Wait.
4 years? And this is how you start posting shit right away? To what? Try to prove a point, right?
Okay, so she got pregnant by Mona Duke or Youngin? That's Mona Duke, correct?
Come on, man. Come on, man. You already proved your loyalty. All right? Crazy work, y'all. All right? And it didn't last long. Didn't last long. You see this, right? But like I said, do you see her and Duke posting any pictures together before this situation happened? Do you see any of them shouting each other out or any of that? No, because they wasn't together. They wasn't together. And I'm hearing that She wanted him to come out there and chill with her for this time of the holiday or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. But then when you see how he posts these pictures with these other females, you can see how she'd be mad, right? What y'all see? You see what I'm saying? So it's all aligning. Like I said,
Nah,
it was
yeah,
so
that's
many
definitely
back
true. She
doors
wouldn't like
open.
that.
You
But
just
so
had a
why would she
newborn.
post
You
all these
just came
videos and
home.
pictures they
You
had with
came
each other
home, parole
after he
to
passed
my
away?
house. You came home,
They must have been
parole
not
to my
together, like you
fucking
said.
house. I let you in my house. I had your fucking baby. And this is how you do me on Mother's Day, knowing I'm going through some grieving shit, knowing I just lost a baby daddy. You said you was gonna be there for me forever, Munna dude. You said you was gonna be there with me forever, because we see where her heart really at, right? Look who pinned. You said you was going to be
Mm.
there to endure this pain with me and help me get through this. Why ain't you here? And then you leave me with another baby? Okay. So she got two
Mm.
by D thing, not
Two by
one,
do
but
thing,
two,
one
and
by
one by
Mona
Munna
Duke.
Duke.
Damn.
And they said she wanted Munna Duke to come out there and spend some time with her. Munna Duke looked like he flashed out and started shitting on her. That's what it looked like, because he posted pictures having a great time with other
Other
females.
females, yeah.
And like I said, in this one right here, say Future, we lit. And then the next story, all right, the G Herbo song was playing in the background, bro. All right, with the motherfucking word saying every day some new shit. I'm beefing with my bitch right now, but
But
life
life's
still lit.
still lit.
Riding down the strip, $500,000 whip, 5 M's for the kid for ice like this. Everything I wanted to hit, I scratch them off the list. Ask about me. Word around town, I'm a pimp. Hope won't get my heart. I'm putting you down. I'm not a simp. Big OG, I'm him. Why he's showing these other pictures, yo? You see what I'm saying? So he was sending a shot at somebody.
Yes, he was. And if that, okay,
But
look.
like I said,
Now, if that shot was for his BM, right? This definitely adds up. Now, the story is she wanted him to come out there and hang out with her for the holidays. And holidays, by meaning holidays, she meant Mother's Day, right? So she turns on IG and sees a story of him with a bunch of shorties, with some females, you feel me? Flashed out, and then playing that song right afterwards, basically like F you. So it really makes you think, like, was this the cause and effect that got him hit? Did she put the hit out? Did she have some type of words with OTF Chucky to get this put out on him? I'm really confused, because at the end of the day, the way that it's panning out to be seems like he was giving her a subliminal, not nobody else, but he was sending subs to her. He was sending a message to her. So I don't know, man.
who are these females?
Let me know something in the chat, though.
Word up. I'm just keeping it real though. You can see that bitch saying, nah, fuck that. Nigga, you supposed to be there with me. You supposed to be there with me through this. You up here posting other bitches and shit. I jumped out the window for you. I jumped out the window for you. You weren't supposed to be here for me.
And that's
I
the
moved
case.
you in this man's house. I moved you in this man's house. You were supposed to be fathering
If
my
that was the
kids that
case,
I had with this man. You were supposed to be the closure
this is
to this one
crazy
big
work,
happy
bro.
ending. I overstepped the boundaries by
This right
allowing
here is
myself to get in a
crazy work, bro.
relationship with you in the first place, Munna Duke, and this is what you do to me.
She
This is
felt
what you do
betrayed,
to me.
basically.
Look
She
at the
felt betrayed.
caption. What the fuck do it look like I'm worried about? She been sending shots at him. She been mad. It's been going on. What the fuck it look like I'm worried about? Not a goddamn thing. Okay? All right? These baby mamas ain't built the same no more.
It's starting to seem
They
like that,
just
yeah.
ain't. Because I don't see how she had a whole situation with D-Thing and just jump out the goddamn window with Munna Duke so quick and fast, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is just wild, man.
It really is, though. It's crazy. That shit, I mean,
Munna
that
Duke
stuff is really
was
crazy, bro.
dating D-Thing, baby mama, before she had a baby by D-Thing. Still should have been some type of morals there.
Yes, there should have been. There really should have been, bro. There definitely should have been, bro. Like, it's crazy, man.
Where is Gleesh? Where's OTF Chucky? They're saying new WAP and the new mop was there. All of a sudden, all right, we got
So are they trying to say that Chucky and
new
Gleesh
WAP
has
and the
something
new
to do
mop.
with this?
All right,
Because that's crazy, man. That's
the new Muwap. Nah, man, I'm just
crazy,
jonesing, bro.
though.
Nah, I mean, but yeah, where were new mop in the man? This is crazy, man. Where the fuck was new mop in them?
Nuwop and Chucky, where are they at?
Imagine being out with a motherfucking name.
Because they
New
were
Wop
out
or
with him that night. So why aren't they in the pictures? Well, one of the pictures has Nuwop in it.
Imagine being out in the club with a motherfucking name New Mop.
It's Nuwop,
Or
bro.
New Wop.
New Mop.
For a birthday
That's a
celebration
good
in
one,
a
though.
club called
But
Pork Chop.
pork chop. Definitely. Words are hard. Shout out to Rich Trapper, man. That is crazy, though.
You can't make this shit up, man.
You really can't, though.
Shout out everybody up in here, man.
This
I'm
this
not
the type of
laughing
thing
at
that's just
the
like, I'm
situation
not
that
laughing at the
happened,
situation either. It's just,
but I'm just laughing
it's so
at
ironic,
the situation surrounding
that part.
the situation. You
That
know what I'm
part. That
saying?
part.
It's just some weird shit
Definitely
with
some
all of
weird ish
this.
going on for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Because
these
it
are
just
Oblock
smells like
OGs. They
setup,
shouldn't
bro.
have been
Because
out
if you're
there in
saying
the
that the
first place,
last
y'all.
story that he posted
All
with
right,
those pictures
they're
and then that
supposed to be
song,
moving right,
which was a
showing the little shorties on Oblock
not
how
thumb,
this
I mean
shit
a
done,
subliminal to
how to do
Shorty.
things the right way. You know what I'm saying? But they had a goddamn bar with somebody named New Wop
It's Nuwop,
at
bro.
Pork Chops celebrating
Pork
Gleesh's
chops.
birthday. Not the epic Gleesh Place song. Okay? I'm in Gleesh Place. I'm in Gleesh Place. It looked like Gleesh Place is Pork Chops. But nah, man. All jokes aside, this shit is wild, bro. Nah, I mean, there's no way. They not feeding the youngins out there. They is not feeding the youngins and showing the youngins how to get to the money. No, they
They're
are
really
not.
not though.
Them YNs is out there living reckless. You
OTF
YNs
definitely
know it
beefing
was
with Oblock
bags
then.
on these niggas' heads.
Okay, so that's
Ain't no telling. Don't let that go over your head and under your feet. And like I said, they wasn't feeding the wolves. They wasn't feeding the killers. So, like I said, man, there's no way the situation should have had went down, but it did. And since we seen this high-ranking situation take place, 2-for-1 knockdown, you can expect, like they said, man, they say they want Gleesh out the way, they want DQ, they want E-Dog, bro. Listen, bro, it's already said. Shout out everybody up in here.
shout out to God Fear TV. We gonna check out one more clip about this. Let's see what we can get from this. A bit more of a
Hurt. Assault is at the scene. Assault resides. She's at Broadway.
shout
near
out to City
Rosemont
Nash. We're gonna
Avenue,
do this video and we'll
gathering
be
all
out
the
of here.
details for us as everything
It's
unfolds.
17 minutes.
Yeah, Suzanne, we just watched police pick up dozens of evidence markers before they cleaned the scene here, and
So a
fire
bunch of shell
department
cases.
just showed up. They are washing off the sidewalk as we see them often do after crime scenes are cleared up. We heard on police scanner radio that the shooting happened at this place called Pork Chop right here. Online it says they're a restaurant and jazz lounge. We're told the victims were standing right here on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting. Take a look at this video we have of the scene. At least 40 evidence markers on the street here in the
40
shooting's
shell
aftermath.
cases.
Police say gunshots rang out
Bunch of
just
cell
before
cases.
1:30 this morning. This is on Broadway
1:30.
between
Okay.
Devon and
That's
Rosemont
crazy.
Avenue. Right now, police say they don't know what led up to this shooting. When they arrived, they say they found 3 people shot, and none of the victims could give them any information. We're told a 28-year-old and a 31-year-old man were both shot and pronounced dead at nearby hospitals. A 36-year-old man was also shot and taken to Evanston Hospital, where he was in fair condition at last check.
You guys are getting a person shot in the 24th District, Broadway and Rosemont and Broadway. Caller says the male shot in the back. Offenders ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the club Pork Chop.
2 men killed, 1 injured in shooting.
And we heard on police scanner radio that the shooter was captured on City Pod cameras and was possibly driving a stolen car. Detectives still looking for that suspect this morning. They say so far they've made no arrests. I'm live in Edgewater. Asal Razai, CBS News, Chicago.
Thanks so much, Assault.
I guess the cat's out the bag now. I wasn't going to be the first person to put this out on YouTube at all. I knew about this 14 hours ago, 13 hours ago, depending on how it all works itself out. So, y'all want proof of me saying this stuff already? All right, let's go. I want to show y'all this because this is something I did 13 hours ago, all right? Because now a lot of people are now getting on it, and I was going to leave it until everybody else started to break it. So check this out.
Man, look, I'm so proud of my young boy, Youngin, man. Hey, Youngin, what you doing today?
You know what the hell? I'm glad you want to show up. You know, put that in the safe deposit on the grade. You know that? No
my young boy, they gave me 10,000.
look,
Not this part.
He say he's been making this shit here. I want to talk to my boy.
This slide that's about to happen. Check out it.
These cats
13 hours ago.
are stupid, bruh. Like, straight up dumb. You mean to tell me y'all smoke somebody, then in y'all stories start putting up the chains and all this stuff? Nigga, y'all gotta be. And then it's like, if you say anything, bruh, oh yeah, bruh, you telling on niggas. They posted it. I don't even follow these niggas, bruh. All the blogs is already reposted it. You niggas are finished. Y'all through, bro. Like, god damn. I thought cats would be smarter. If I ever did a crime, one thing I'm never gonna do is go online the night and confess to, bruh, y'all don't have, there's no more snitches. There's no more snitches. Y'all niggas do it to yourselves and then be like, niggas told on me.
No, that is true though.
Bruh, the
They do it
fans
a lot
watch
for
y'all.
sure.
The police watch
You already
y'all.
incriminated
Gang tags
yourself by
watch y'all.
posting the chain,
These
bro.
cats can dumb.
So this right here is one of the things that had happened. Now, mind you, look at the time I have it. So when y'all go to the Chiracology, you're going to see this is 14 hours ago, right? Then you peeped. Bloodbath throw story niggas posted subliminals like an MF. You had a test-free twin laughing right here, right? Chucky also liked the Squid 8 post announcing Duke and Young and Deaf. Yep, Oblock and them had static too. Probably wasn't them though. Oh. So y'all seeing all this crap, right? Then it says right here, the car that was used was found burning near Bloodbath neighborhood. Then they're showing you this crap right here. That you have right here.
There go you
Get back.
on the chain.
YGB fat. Now, if you look at this colorization on this stuff, it do look a little, you know what I'm saying? Look at how this is. That's looking like that might be some DNA. So once again,
Oh yeah, it
you have
look
this
like blood
right
on
here.
there.
Yeah, and this was 30 seconds ago. So understand, Sadie Nash ain't breaking this news because check it out. I could have broke it. I knew what was going on. Check it out. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. The baby mama had to actually speak. She said, "You ends bogus." Heartbroken emoji. You was the light to my darkness. I love you so much, baby. You know that I showed you that much. You know I was 10 toes no matter the situation. Too much pressure. Had them ends hating on you. We talked about everything, but this was in one not in a million years. I would have thought these would be our last days. We share so many memory. What she tried to say, I'm assuming she wanted to say memories, and I tried capturing most of them. I got our son, and you know I got you 100. My end can't get no bigger, baby. I love you wholeheartedly. You left me lonely, but I got us. I always told you sleep tight. Never would it be RIP. Watch over me and my family, and I'm gonna stand on everything I ever told you. Watch my dark when I'm lonely. Do is something that some people will and will not do, and that's completely their prerogative. But let's go ahead and read this report right here. 3 shot, 2 dead in Edgewater. 3 men were shot at about 1:20 a.m. Saturday in the 6300 block of North Broadway. Police said 2 died. 1 is hospitalized and fair condition. No one is in custody. 2 people were killed. 1 wounded in a shooting early Saturday in Edgewater. Police said
Man,
3 victims: a 28-year-old man, and a 31-year-old man, and a 36-year-old man were in
it just makes me flabbergasted, bro. That bro literally just did the hit, or it was part of the hit, and then post the chain on his neck with DNA on it. You could see blood on that chain, P. You ain't gotta be a rocket science to know that's some dummy move, bro. Like, come on, man.
the 6300 block of North Broadway about 1:20 a.m. when someone fired shots. Police said a 28-year-old man suffered multiple gunshot wounds to his body and was taken to St. Francis Hospital in Evanston, where he was pronounced dead. He was identified as Darrell Givens and lived on the same block. According to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, 31-year-old man was taken to Wise Memorial Hospital and pronounced dead after suffering a gunshot wound to the chest. Police said his name hasn't been released. The 36-year-old man suffered a gunshot wound to the back and was listed in fair condition at Evanston Hospital. Bloodstains, several shell casings crumpled the scene. Tape and a fired bullet were visible on a sidewalk outside a bar on the block Saturday afternoon. A parked car had a bullet hole in its windshield. No one was in custody, and detectives are investigating. And here's the actual scene of it all right here, unfortunately. So it says right here that this is a fired bullet. So yeah, I want to take y'all kind of behind the scenes because somebody did a walkthrough.
God Fear TV also did a walkthrough. We seen that.
One thing that the feds said when they snatched me, right? The feds said this: these cats are so thirsty for a name that a lot of these cats would do something. The feds told me flat out when they snatched me, when they was trying to bully me and all that. It's still F y'all to this day. But I gotta give them credit for this. If this is true, I don't know how true it is, but if it's true, this has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. Now, I'm not going to run back through a whole lot of and stuff like that about Munna Duke because I just seen a moron decide to drop a video and say, Shetty Nash. Yeah, Shetty Nash. He was dissing Munna Duke. But if you watched my video, if you guys did not watch my video,
I wouldn't say he was dissing Munna Duke.
I just want to put this out there because this one was like pretty stupid. And I think Buddy know that I know cats from over there. You pointed out somebody who literally told you they was hitting me up to get information about the people up out of there, and I wasn't going. So let me do this for you, Lamo. Lyrics, because they eerily come true. This is within the first minute, by the way.
I do want to salute the community service I saw you doing Oblock. You was passing out toys, passing out bicycles, stuff like that. I thought that was big. You want to talk to us about that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm always trying to make sure the community good. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a younger generation coming up, so you got, everything got to be positive.
It stops at 144. Yeah, so Goofy, that's why nobody watches your channel, stupid. All them lies you spread, they don't work. I won't be responding to you, by the way. I could destroy everything you said about Sunny Dash. But we ain't finna do that. We're the visionaries. We in here. Oh my gosh. How did we start this one off here today? So some of y'all like, what's Sunny Dash? If you knew they put it on there, bro, it's all over Reddit. Y'all want one of the biggest snitching platforms? Go on Reddit. Reddit got it all for y'all. That's where those
Shit, that ain't the truth.
Come from. They come from Reddit.
If now, that ain't the truth. Reddit has it right before anybody has it. Reddit has it, bro. It's all on Reddit.
I don't believe it. I think them cats are just trolling for the internet. And I know what y'all thinking. Well, Shetty Nash, bruh, you the one who said that you didn't believe.
Come on, man.
Who said the story?
Y'all up in here, man. All you gotta do is put $1 to the content, man. If you appreciate the content, all I'm asking for is $1, man.
But maybe it didn't.
And so you can answer the poll.
You too hot to do something like that. To run up, you didn't
robbery or setup. Let me know.
Now, the chain was technically bloody and all that crap and everything.
Become a member, man.
To me, it's just
3 levels.
Factors.
$2.99, $3.99, and I don't know, my bad. $2.99, $5.99, and $9.99, man. Tap in.
I'll be fair. I'm not gonna be one of those people gonna sit there and lie and be like, yeah,
like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so I know y'all there so I could.
It could have happened. Exactly how the girl
said it in the air, man.
Could have happened. Somebody got shot in front of her car, collapsed and died, and it could have been. It could have been Munna Duke. It could have not have been. But
true.
I don't know, bro. It's just, to me, the story just doesn't make sense. Like,
it don't at all.
Cats in Chicago, they're more known for scamming and shooting. That's their 2 S's, not stealing. They will steal, but
yeah, that's why I don't think it was a robbery.
I know since I've been going back.
It was more than a robbery. It was a hit.
2014.
Anybody with not even rocket science could tell that, bro.
I've been going through Chicago 2014, bro. I can tell y'all this, bro. Them niggas would rather scam than steal. Because scamming is too easy. But if they did jack him, man, I hate to say it this way, but y'all niggas wearing trophies and niggas like to sport trophies. If this did happen, man, it's unfortunate, bro. It just is. And it just adds more fuel to the flame. There was
Yes,
somebody
it
who was
does.
on the live stream with me, and she was like, bro, it's about to be 1,000 bodies on this. And I was fair, and I said, I don't think that's going to happen. The youth of today are far more intelligent than the youth of 5 years ago. These youngins now know that if you attach yourself to a name, that these cats are.
That's not necessarily true, bro, because at the end of the day, 5 years ago, the YNs 5 years ago weren't complete crash outs, bro. Nowadays, the YNs right now, they're not caring about a dang thing, bro. They're trying to up Blick, they trying to up Gen 5, bro. They trying to get ranked up in the game. They trying to get a name. They trying to get trophies. They trying to get hats. They trying to go up. They crashing out. They ain't caring about Nathan, bro. 5 years ago, the steppers used to move with a purpose. Nowadays, the YNs move with no purpose, then they crash outs. That's it. That's all I see is a whole lot of crashing out. The YNs crash out for the top rank to get their hats, to collect hats and all these things. So I wouldn't say necessarily that's true. Maybe for certain people that have a head on their shoulders, yeah.
Sit up here and want to interview you just so they can catch the wave and get like 3,000 to 10,000 people to watch. These youngins in here, man, do y'all know the going rate to be charged when y'all want to walk through the hole? It go from $150 to $500. You don't think them youngins don't know that stuff? They already know this. So when you factor that in, bro, I'm gonna be fair. At 28 years old, you are OG in the section. 31 years old,
Yeah,
you
that's
are OG
true.
in the
That's
section.
true. Hell yeah.
And some of y'all don't understand this, but Youngin was known as an intelligent individual.
Yes, he
Young
was.
not a dummy.
Yes, he
Dude
was.
was
That's
not
why
a
Vaughn
dummy.
was giving him so much props.
That's why this stuff is so baffling, because it's like, bro, y'all niggas was smarter than this. We thought. That's why it's so impactful, because you've lived through multiple generations of this BS going on, through multiple summers of this war going on. In the hood, bro, your generations
He's
are
been
typically
in the
separated
field.
by
He's been
7
in
years.
these trenches and
7 of them.
involved in this war for years.
From all intents and purposes, bro, he was
Through
really
everything,
from big
through
city
Leroy
first.
to Vaughn to
Understand, King Von was not from the O at first. He wasn't. Coming from Dog Pound. He's a GD at first. Not knocking him or anything. Niggas flip all the time.
Leroy to
But
E-Thing to Vaughn
understand, he was one of the originals.
to
So when y'all hear these stories and understand, like, man,
Capo,
it's the
like, come
impact,
on, man.
it's because we thought your intellect would override everything. And I get it. Man, up there, it ain't no gangs and all that. Bro, do you think if I know where a safe zone is, that everybody don't know where a safe zone is? So for the lames who speaking on my name, understand this. I get it. You want to be where I'm at. You can never be. The people don't believe you. You a sucker and a buster. And the real always going to prevail. See, I don't walk in these Chicago streets.
Big shout outs to Seti Nash, man. He always hitting it right on the dot. Give me 1 second to grab this drink.
The fans knew that shit, and when they knew it, it threw me all the way off. But I get it. We need content. And ain't nobody watching. And yeah, I'm taking some cheap shots right now. But at the end of the day, man, the disappointment that's coming from Munna Duke is because you've done enough in these streets and learned how to muddy these streets, learn how to walk these streets, that, bro, you should have never got caught slipping on a sidewalk. And if you take that as disrespect, you're not understanding what I'm saying, because you ain't from the streets. You ain't from no hoods. What that means is that you were educated and immersed enough within this culture of streets that
yes,
you
sir.
should already know. And unfortunately, bro, it seemed like he took the day off, and that's what ended up happening. Now, some of y'all people who are saying that youngin dropped the low, bro.
I don't believe that.
Man. Do y'all think that
I
was the
don't
first
believe
time
that
he
either.
ever posted something like that on his story? Do y'all really believe that? Like, come on, man. Like,
I do not believe that. I
certain
believe
times,
that
certain things we all had to make sense, right? Like, certain things had to make sense. Y'all really believe that's the first time
I
he ever
believe
said
that
that?
Munna Duke
Ever?
send a subliminal to his BM, but I do not believe that youngin dropped the low on bro.
Mind you, his reputation is known as a nigga that knows. But believe what you will, man. I'll catch you on the next one. We can get this video up to 4K likes, bro. I got some story for y'all.
When we hear your name, we always remember the King Von line. We go by the mall when they free Duke.
I'm King Von, nigga, who is you? We gon' battle mall when they free Duke. Never been stingy, you can get it too. Glock is never.
Turning to breaking news from overnight on Chicago's north side. Chicago police say 2 people were shot and killed and a third person was hurt. This happened early this morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is in custody.
Y'all slide, we slide. All the niggas said they out, stay down. Cut them down bad, hit them 3 times. Hit them face first night, flat line.
Remember those lyrics because they eerily come true. Let's go.
I do want to salute the community service I saw you doing Oblock. You was passing out toys, passing out bicycles, stuff like that. I thought that was big. You want to talk to us about that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm always trying to make sure the community good. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a younger generation coming up, so you got, you know, everything got to be positive.
Oh, I heard that's your nickname. Tell us about your upbringing, bro. Tell us though, like, what was the real like living conditions? You know what I'm saying? What was Wick City like before it was? Was you in the O when it was called Wick City?
Yeah. That's a different community, you know.
So around what age for yourself was it that you jumped off the porch and got involved in street activities?
What type? I ain't in those street activities.
You did
Smart.
spend locked up?
Smart.
All together?
Yeah.
Shit. I probably did like all together. I probably did like 5 years, 6 years, some shit like that.
Okay. When we hear your name, we always remember the King Von line. We go by the mall when they free Duke.
I'm King Von, nigga, who is you? We gon' battle mall when they free Duke. Never been stingy, you can get it too. Glock is never move like street niggas. We been moving like a mob. I know street niggas want money, but pride too big to get a job. He say before he KF.
Gone in the sky over 20,000. I keep on Wi-Fi lit. I spend over 5,000. That's just so much.
Every day some new shit. Beefing with my bitch right now, but life still lit. Riding down the street.
And if y'all remember, youngin kind of was like one of the sharp ones. This is kind of one of the reasons why the whole entire story involving Duke and youngin is a little wild, because youngin used to be on Cat's heads, like when they were doing the freaking
Yeah, we gonna do this when we out of here, man.
What's cuz now?
I'm gone for the
boss
night,
top
man.
and everything.
I'm gonna
like
end this right after
he
this
was
is
kind of
up,
like,
all
you know
right?
what I'm saying, telling him not to say certain things and all that. And then even I could have sworn he was out there when Von and them when Von got shot, and youngin basically nigga was on toes, like pushing cats out the way and making sure everybody stood on toes. So it's just one of those things where it's like, bruh, man, hell nah. So, you know, as far as youngin go, or youngin for the Jets, if that's what y'all would type it in, but nobody's gonna put that in there. But yeah, bro, it's just it's odd, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This is one of those you too comfortable in your city scenarios, bro. Like way too comfortable in your city, bro. So, you know, rest in peace to him. But this is one of those things where you left scratching your head, because you would think that the way in which everybody been operating and the losses they done took and the people who had their names, bro, you would think cats would move way smarter. But now you sitting there looking and you kind of like, bro, what the hell wrong with y'all? Now, granted, they probably done been in that spot a bunch of times and didn't really think nothing of it. Real life. Like sometimes you do get in scenarios and situations where you just chilling and you don't know about anything and you just kind of sitting there and nothing happened. That's how cats get caught slipping in their hood every day, B. So I hate to say it that way, man, but it just is what it is because I don't know how you get caught like that, how you get caught outside like that, bro. You know they purging. This is, bro, it's starting to be summertime. We know. In the summertime, bro, literally the murder rates in the impoverished areas and inner cities and stuff like that, because what happens is you'll get people who will say certain things and they don't know how the stats work. So I'm going to just give y'all this quick thing about how stats work as far as shootings and unalivings, as y'all would like to call them. Bruh, there's no distinction between you doing it to yourself, the police doing it to you, or somebody else doing it to you. They all fall under the same category. And I'm not trying to make light of this, but Chicago has over 2 million people in it. At its height, I believe mid 900 people got killed. And like I just told y'all, they all fall within the same damn scope. They just do. So you have that with 2 million people. You have other states, states with damn near the same demographic, just spread out a little bit with the same numbers like a freaking Mississippi. They're not really going to say anything about that. So please don't make this a Democrat, Republican thing, because for every quote unquote Democrat city, Democrat state, I could point out to the same amount as far as Republican cities, Republican states. You know what they're going to try to do? Well, it's only this district. It's only this. They'll nitpick everything to death. So there's that part. Chicago shooting, 3 shot, 2 dead on north side. Police say 3 people were shot, 2 fatally on Chicago's north side early Saturday morning, police said. It was unclear exactly what led to the shooting. Chicago. 3 people were shot, 2 fatally on the city's north side early Saturday morning. The shooting happened in the 6300 block of North Broadway in the Edgewater neighborhood, according to the Chicago Police Department. What we know, officers responded to the scene around 1:20 a.m. and found multiple victims shot, including a 28-year-old man who was shot multiple times and taken to St. Francis Hospital, where he died. A 31-year-old man who was shot in the chest and taken to Wise Memorial Hospital, where he died. A 36-year-old man who was shot in the back and taken to Evanston Hospital in fair condition. The victims were unable to provide details of the incident. Police said area detectives are investigating what we don't know. No one is in custody. It's unclear exactly what led to the shooting. Police did not identify the victims. We'll kind of give this one. This one is a little more detail from CBS News. 2 men are dead and another is hurt after an overnight drive-by shooting in the Edgewater neighborhood. It happened just before 1:30 a.m. in the 6300 block of North Broadway. Police scanner radio says the shooting happened at the Pork Chop Barbecue restaurant. The restaurant is known to have a late-night liquor license. So if y'all wondering why they was there, more than likely they was getting that liquor. Chicago police said officers responded to a call of a person shot and upon arrival found multiple people suffering from gunshot wounds. The victims were not able to provide information about the incident, but police said the victims were standing on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting. A 28-year-old man was hit multiple times in the body and taken by fire crews to St. Francis Hospital, where he died. A 31-year-old man was hit in the chest and was taken to Wise Memorial Hospital, where he died. The third victim, a 36-year-old man, was shot in the back and taken to Evanston Hospital in fair condition. Broadway was closed for investigation and has since opened, which basically, y'all know what that means. It still goes on. According to police scanner radio, the shooter was captured on city pod cameras, possibly driving a stolen car. As of Saturday, no arrests have been made. Area 3 detectives are investigating. I also want to just touch on this one real quick. The CTA said the number 36 Broadway buses are operating normally after being temporarily rerouted in both directions due to police activity in the area. Police did not immediately provide further information about the shooting. Now, I made sure to put at least some of the good that's done. If y'all remember Munna Duke from the line that King Von dropped, or you remember him from when he got excoriated over the internet for doing stuff that cats in the hood do every single day. And that's getting deep things, baby mama pregnant. Prayers to her, because I hate to say it this way, but tomorrow is Mother's Day and her kids ain't gonna have no fathers. Just one of the cold cycles that exists in the hood. I don't even understand why Duke was in Chicago, but to be fair, it's not like, and I don't want to sound disrespectful when I say this, it's not like there's a whole lot of options for these cats when they leave, because a majority of these rappers or hood figures, people with name on the internet, for whatever reason, they'll refuse to take themselves from here down to here, meaning get a job, go hit a warehouse, go learn a trade, go drive a truck. Well, technically that would be having a trade as well. It's when you can't put yourself in these situations, that's what happens. In California, LA specifically, we call them trophies. When you got a name in the hood, bro, when you got a name in the city, there are people who will target you just because of that. These cats would like to attach themselves. And from the way it kind of came out, take this story with a grain of salt because of the reports we already heard. Check this one. Now, let me say this. I ain't see this anywhere. I searched for it on YouTube. I searched for it on Facebook. I searched for it on Twitter. So I didn't see it there. Maybe it was on Instagrams or something. I don't know. But if this is true, this is crazy. Thanking God for protecting my baby and her friends last night. They were at this bar and had just got to their vehicle, stating that they saw the ninja gunman just pacing around outside of the bar with a ski mask on. I asked her, why didn't y'all just leave when y'all saw that? She said, Ma, I didn't think anything of it because there were ninjas inside the bar with ski masks on too. Like, who the F allows that? I said, make that your last time going to that bar, because what the F? So the guys walk out, the gunman starts shooting them. The boy was running towards my daughter's friend car. One of the bullets hit the car. None of them were hurt by the grace of God. And then one of them collapsed right in front of her vehicle and dies. Stay alert. Stay prayed up, y'all. It's a cold world out here. If y'all want to believe this, y'all believe it, but I'm calling cap. I don't even think this is true at all. But all right. But it might be. So I'm just putting it in there because it may be. If it's true, that's insane. But let's get back to it. And most of y'all know of Youngin from Youngin and the Jets with the Oblock vlog where they was doing their play fight and all that and everything. It shows, kind of the real daily life of cats chilling and doing their little plays, running their plays and all that. So it just is what it is. But let's really dig deep into this, man. Parkway Gardens, Wick City, Oblock, whatever y'all want to call it. Bruh, for their name to be so infamous, you had to have powerful enemies. It's just how it goes. If you can think back to your favorite sports teams, right? They always had rivals who seemed just as powerful. And the unfortunate part about this is they don't know who did it. Ain't nothing being posted about who allegedly might have, who might have slid or anything like that. Y'all know it's backdoor city over there. So nobody even knows who did it. That's one of the worst parts about this stuff. The police said the car was stolen. Well, they had LPRs and all that. So whoever did that must have known that they were there. There's no way in this world. Now, to be fair, their little cousins down there off that 57 down the street, down in Memphis, it's a lot of them cats that's in Chicago, or a lot of them cats in Chicago go down to Memphis, and they learn how to boost and steal cars. Stealing cars is a thing in Chicago. They just don't talk about it. Why? Hell if I know. But, hey, it is what it is on that part, man. But unfortunately, man, you got a name. I'm just going to be fair. He didn't take music serious. He just did it. I think Duke was cool with the lifestyle, cool with getting his bread the way he was getting his bread, bro. Youngin, and it's no disrespect to him and it's not hyping him up, but he just seemed like a cat from the hood. We've lived in this internet space to watch people that we didn't even know just get a name from being associated with individuals. That's just is what it is. So when you hear these names and y'all see these names, they only have names because of Chief Keef. They only had names because of Lil Durk, because of King Von. And Lil Durk ain't from the O, but if you know, you know. So with that being said, man, subscribe, turn that bell, stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. What's your thoughts on this? Because I'm assuming that the comments are going to say something like this. It's 12 o'clock. It's Friday. It's Mother's Day. All the street cats damn near are at home. They want to celebrate their mama. You know what I mean? They want to do all of these things. Bruh, it's Chicago. As big as Chicago is, it's actually small. It's 2 million people that live there, but the same people typically frequent the same spots. So y'all let me know your thoughts. I'll be curious to see what y'all got to say about this, because I ain't gonna hold you. It sucks, but shit, it's just another day in the hood, man. Just another day in Chicago, man. Just another young black male who had a chance to make money and get up out of there and then take full advantage of himself. Watch it all go down the drain. And the cycle repeats. Well, we'll see who else dies next, because unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. So Lil Durk said, not one, not two, but the third time I could be released. Let's see what happens. Check out the paperwork. All right, before y'all head to bed. All right, so let's do it this way. I'm going to make the screen a little bigger because I can see, but I think where I need to make it bigger, I'll make it bigger. How about that? Christy O'Connell, Law Officer Christy O'Connell, and right here, Los Angeles, California. United States District Court, Central District of California, United States of America versus Dirk Banks plaintiff. Application for review or reconsideration of order setting conditions of release or detention and requesting for hearing. Of course y'all would. So they want them to essentially look at the setting of conditions. That's what they put first. Now, if y'all want that, stick to the you know what? I'll put it right after this because we already know the conditions of which the security company would be operating in. But it's kind of like, I don't know, bro. It's kind of like, I don't want to say a Hail Mary, but this one got me scratching my head because there is no second paper that says anything. So it's not like they're putting out new information or anything like that. So let's just do it this way. Application is made by by defendant Dirk Banks that a hearing be held to review reconsideration of the decision of Magistrate Judge Donahue by order dated 5/8/2025, denying release and imposing detention under subsection, and then they got to check for E of Title 18 U.S.C. 3142. And then right here, a hearing is being sought before a district judge to review all information presented to and considered by the previous judicial officer to be presented to criminal duty district judge if case is unassigned. So basically, they're going over his head. They're like, nah, bro. We don't like the decision that you just did. Let's see if we can go above and beyond. That's what that reeks of to me. Release sought. Defendant Banks seeks an order of pretrial release on conditions that include a secure bond supported by a $1 million cash or $1 million cash from Alamo Records, $1 million cash from defendant Banks, $700,000 equity in real estate property, any additional third-party sureties and guarantors to satisfy a bond amount that the court deems necessary. Proposed conditions of release to include home confinement with electronic monitoring and 24/7 surveillance by RSEC Security Service and any other conditions the court deems appropriate. Counsel for the defendant and plaintiff, United States government, consulted on 5/9/2025. And opposing counsel declines to stipulate an order providing the relief sought, meaning basically we got it all because they ain't really saying nothing. And then basically telephone notice is given to ASUA on 5/9/2025. And then interpreters not required. Defendant is in custody 5/14/2025. Christy O'Connell for Dirk Banks, moving party. Application for review or reconsideration of order setting conditions of release detention 18 USC 3142 and request for hearing.
Update on Little Dirk. He had his bond hearing today. He looked good. He looked like he was in good spirits. No crazy weight gain or anything like that. He looked good. The judge was on the same vibes she was on last time, which is that, wait, they're saying murder for hire. They're saying you put bounties up. They're saying you ordered the shooters. They're saying the shooter shot. I'm saying that's going to be no bond. There's basically no argument you can make to this judge in a murder for hire case to get a bond. The one silver lining for the defense is that the prosecution's case has taken two major hits. One, the prosecution has had to abandon their allegation that he rapped and celebrated about this murder, that he put these lyrics out talking about, oh yeah, I got you, you out here screaming no, no, crying in the street. Prosecution had to back away from that allegation. It was proven false. They need that allegation, and now they're not going to be able to have it. The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, it shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Dirk paid the bounty for the death through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Dirk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy. And so they took it.
So here we go right here. United States District Court, Central District of California. Minutes, detention hearing, review / reconsideration of bail, detention order, Nibia hearing. And then here you go right here. Patricia Donahue. We're probably gonna have to do some deep digging on her to see what's going on, because some I'm just not liking right now. And essentially it's what the next slide, well, not the next slide, but the slide after me will be saying, right? So yeah, basically we go down and we can see review, reconsideration of bail, detention order, bond hearing. And then it says plaintiff's defendant request for review, reconsideration, bond, detention order had a request is denied, basically. And just like that, just like that. I'm not laughing at Dirk or anything like that, but it's just that simple. It's just that fast. So I'll probably put it at the end, but we have exactly what the people had wrote for the detention as far as the security company. So just bear with me real quick. So this right here is defendant Dirk Banks' notice of filing of Exhibit B, memorandum in support of application for reconsideration of detention order. Dirk Banks, through his attorneys, Drew Phillips, Marissa Goldberg, Jonathan M. Berryman, and Christy O'Connell, hereby files Exhibit B attached here too in support of Mr. Banks' memorandum in support of application of reconsideration of detention order, docket number 137, and then basically dated May 7, 2025. I was going to put this out when it dropped, to be fair, but I just was like, nah, because it dropped yesterday. As Drew basically, I don't want to say he was presumptuous, but we just seen that he got denied. Let me show you what the security company said. Exhibit B. Scroll over. Dear Honorable Judge, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing you in response to your concerns regarding the potential risk associated with allowing a high-profile individual to have the freedom of movement while under bond. As an established security agency with experience in residential security, I would like to outline the processes and procedures that can be implemented to ensure compliance with any court-ordered restrictions for this individual. To begin, it is paramount to establish a protocol that directly addresses the court's restrictions. Our company can provide a dedicated security team to monitor and enforce these limitations effectively. Here are some recommended procedures we would implement. Clear protocol development. Before assuming the responsibility of security, we will work closely with relevant legal authorities, including your court, to understand the specific restrictions imposed. This will include a comprehensive review of any limitations on movement, communication, or interactions. Access control. The security team will manage access to the residence, ensuring that the only authorized individuals are permitted entry. We can implement visitor logs, ID verification processes, and restricted access within the property to maintain a controlled environment. Surveillance measures, security cameras and monitoring systems within and around the property will allow for real-time oversight. Recorded footage can serve as documentation to support compliance with the court's directives. Regular reporting. Our security personnel will provide regular reports detailing the activities of the individual, including any suspicious behaviors that may indicate a potential violation of court-ordered restrictions. This reporting can be tailored to your requirements, ensuring timely communication with the court or designated authorities. Then here you go right here, page 3 of 3. Incident response protocol. In the event that the individual attempts to violate any restrictions, our team is trained to follow specific response protocol. This would include documenting the incident, thoroughly notifying law enforcement if necessary, and immediately informing the court or authority of any violations observed. In conclusion, our company is prepared to implement these recommendations and establish a cooperative relationship with the court to ensure that the individual adheres strictly to all imposed restrictions. Our ultimate goal is to provide a safe, secure environment for the individual and his family while safeguarding the rights and conditions established by the court to remain compliant. If you have any further questions or would like to discuss specific aspects of our approach to residential security, please feel free to reach out. Sincerely, Michael, President RSEC. Now, I know what y'all thinking, man. I know what y'all thinking. We all thinking it. Dirk heard Duty Low got robbed and shot and was like, I got to go save OTF. I'm super Dirk. That has to be it, right? I'm joking, of course. Nah, they're basically, from how I read it, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I believe they said, we're going to go above your head to see if we can get another judge to essentially look at this. That's what you want to do. Why not? Why not? I remember the NFL when Tom Brady had won his appeal with the district judge, and then the NFL went to a higher up judge and won that. And then the next step was for Tom Brady to go to the Supreme Court. And at that time, it was like, yeah, nah, let's just leave that alone. Anybody who's reading this or listening to this, some of the things you're going to say is, well, probably what 600 said. I ain't hear nobody say it, but I think people will start echoing this. Man, they just stealing Dirk's money and all that. Well, they already hired. And there is no price when you're a millionaire to hire the best defense team that you can get. Look at Diddy's trial. So here's that. But also, don't nobody want to be in jail, in federal custody. There's going to be some people like, hey, bro, why he should spend more time doing this and doing that? Bro, what's wrong with writing this real quick? They have all the way up until October. So, yeah, if I can get out, let me get out. You're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not tripping on it. I'm not looking at his side eye like, now do I think he's ultimately going to get it? No. But with another judge, possibly. Because we had to remember, the previous judge or the current sitting judge, basically said, hey, yeah, I ain't seeing it. I'm not believing it. I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. So there's that. Added with, let's just be fair, square, obvious, and honest. There is a good amount of people who believe Dirk did this. And there's a good amount of evidence to support what they believe. So far, the judge is saying he's a danger. Big red signs. Danger, danger, danger. Yeah. So if I'm Drew, there's a couple of plays that he's going to make, and I'm just going to hold it close to the chest. And I believe that's what he's going to do. I believe this play right here is used to essentially still store information that they have because they don't want to reveal their plans to the freaking prosecution. You never want to do that. And some of y'all be like, what, bro? No, that doesn't make sense, man. They had to disclose it. No, they don't have to. Not until, and you just heard that in the Diddy trial. Don't worry. I'll have that video up for y'all. It's already done. So, well, technically it'll be done by the time this drops. But either way it goes. Yeah, bro. You got that crap going on. And yeah, it's just, to me, it just reeks of, damn, what the F? What the hell? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we going to do here? What are we making up here? What are we stopping here? What are we working on? This has to be done. Because if you don't use every avenue, every thing that you have by means to get up out of here, then why not? Now, y'all just heard what happened to Tory Lanez. Now, will he get granted? Nah. One thing that we've seen, like with a Glanville, even with a Paige Whitaker, they don't like the authority challenge. They don't like anything like that. But we'll see. California is more liberal, but as far as judges go, bruh, you done got a couple of conservative judges in California. So we shall see. But as it stands right now, I ain't going to hold my breath for it to say Schmirk is coming home. But to me, as I read that, that is essentially them saying, hey, bruh, we got to go over your head. We got to go to another judge. Now, if that's not the case of what that means, which I'm fairly certain that's what the hell it means, then they're about to introduce some new stuff. If they introduce some new stuff, I ain't gonna hold you. From how Drew wrote the second one, and they had to drop a whole nother indictment, then they'll probably be getting bond. See, one of the things that people didn't pay attention to was some people, not everybody, because everybody, I can't say this about everybody. One of the things, talking points wise, that people didn't catch when I had said what I said was, it was the indictment that Drew was working with that essentially knocked it out the park, because he was going to talk about lyrics. It was going to probably be 60 to 65% about lyrics and how they lied, and then the fights and all of that crap. Once he would have been able to argue that, the feds would have looked bad. That's why they dropped the lyrics. So for people saying, well, Dirk is this, Dirk is that, oh man, he was already done anyways. You sure? You sure? Just being honest with you. So they would have to basically, if that's not the case, which I like I said, I'm damn near 99.9% sure they want to talk to another judge. If that's not the case, bro, they're essentially saying, hey, bro, we got new stuff to give to you, and this right here, which